Everyone, and welcome back to JavaScript lessons on Codecademy. So today we're going to be finishing off the rock paper scissors project, but before we do that I would like to give you another way that you can do the last task for the previous thing. So you can also do what it says here. So what we did last time is use two else ifs or use the and, but you can also just leave out both of those and just use less than or equal to 0.67 for the else if. So this is a lot more efficient, and it works because if it's less than that, then this is going to be executed and this is going to be skipped, although it's still true. And if it's more than that, then this is going to be skipped and this is going to be executed. So it works either way. So if we save and submit and I put in rock, as we can see, it works. So let's actually get started on what we want to do today. So both choices are the same. Now comes the fun part. Okay, that sounds good. We need to create a function. It will take two parameters, i.e. the two choices made, and then return the winning choice. When programming a game like this, you have to first figure out all the various outcomes. One outcome is that the choice the user makes is equal to the choice the computer makes, so it's a draw. We carried over the code from the previous section, but it is a comment. Leave it there for now. Okay, I will do. Below the comment, declare a function named compare. Let's do that then. It takes two parameters, a function. Okay, so equals function, there we go, and something, which we will declare later on. And it takes in choice 1 and choice 2. Inside the function, write an if statement. So I think it was a comma there, or was it a semicolon? It was a comma, okay, I remembered correctly. I did not read on, so let's do this. It takes two parameters, okay. Inside the function, write an if statement. So let's do that. If something something, if choice 1 equals choice 2, then we need to return something, and that something is the result is a tie. There we go. So let's save and submit. What this function is going to do is, I'm guessing the choice 1 is going to be user's choice and choice 2 is going to be computer choice. If both of those are equal, i.e. for example, if you have both the user and the computer use rock, it's going to be a tie because a rock can't beat a rock in the game. So yeah, so let's move on. So what if choice 1 is a rock and choice 2 is something else? Now we consider the other scenarios. Let's break the problem down a little. What if choice 1 is rock, and given choice 1 is rock, A, if choice 2 is scissors, then rock wins. B, if choice 2 is paper, then paper wins. How do we structure this? It's a bit different from what we have already seen. We will first have an if statement, and then the code inside that if statement will be another if statement. Okay? So let's code our outline from above. Inside the compare function, under the existing code, write an else if statement where the condition is choice 1 equals rock. So else if choice 1 equals rock. Don't forget to make rock a string and not just leave it as a word without putting the quotation marks around it, because then it's going to give you an error. Inside this else if statement, write an if else statement. Okay, and else if choice 2 equals scissors, then return rock wins. Lowercase r. There we go. Do we need a semicolon there? I can't remember. I guess we will see. And then else return paper wins. and there's no full stop after that for some reason. Okay. So let's do 7 submit, and it works. So the next choice is, what if choice 1 is paper? So if choice 2 is rock, then paper wins. If choice 2 is scissors, then scissors wins. Inside the compare function, under the existing code, write another else if statement where the condition is choice equals paper. So in here, I believe, wait, I need to organize my code a bit better. There we go. Now it looks a lot neater, which is good. Oops, not there. I need an else if on this level. And where does this actually close? Oh no, I don't need it there. Never mind. Does it actually tell you? I think that this is where that ends, and oh, I need to find where my curly brackets end. So this curly bracket ends there. Oh, actually I can easily do that. Okay, so that one's there, so I need to put my else if here. And this is why you should organize your code better and not be like me. Else if so we need to check if choice 1 equals paper. Then we need to do something else. Inside the else if statement, write an if else. So another if else. And in the if, choice 2 equals rock, then return paper wins. Else return scissors wins. So that's easy. Oops, not paper. There we go. 7 submit, and that's all good. So what if choice 1 is scissors then? That's the last thing we need to do for now. If choice 2 is rock, then rock should win, and if choice 2 is paper, then scissors should win. So under our old code, we need to use the same structure as the past 2 exercises and finish off our function. So we need to use the variables user choice and computer choice. Uncomment. Oh, I will actually do what task 1 requires me to do first, and that's there. So else, we can just do it under else, and that's the safest thing to do for now. If something, then something, and then else. So if choice 1, so what was it? Oops, I did not mean to do that. Is scissors. Oops, no. If choice 2 is something. I'm used to doing double equal signs from other programming languages. So if choice 2 equals rock, then we need to return. So this is in the case that 1, okay, I don't know what we need to return, but I will just put return. If choice 2 is rock, then we need to return who wins? Somebody wins. I don't know what this is. I need to be organizing my code better. So if choice 1 is scissors, then rock wins. Otherwise scissors wins. No, otherwise paper wins. Or no, scissors wins, because in this case it would be all paper. I mean, it would be paper versus scissors, where scissors would win. Okay, so that's task 1 done. We need to use the variables user choice and computer choice. Uncomment the first lines of the code by deleting the comment things. So those. Oops, I did not mean to scroll up there. And so on line 1 and on line 9, the variables are now active and can be called. So we need to call our compare function and pass user choice and computer choice as your 2 arguments. So if you do compare, user choice and then computer choice, press 7 submit code and your game should work. So let's see. Oops, we have done something wrong. Undefined when the inputs are scissors and paper. Or should this be else if then? Else if choice 1 equals scissors. What about now? Nope. Okay, I will be back, sorry. Found the problem, and it actually took me longer than I was expecting it to, which is quite surprising. And that was that I had an extra R there. Instead of scissors, I said scrizzers. And that was the whole cause of the whole problem, which is actually quite annoying. But that's what happens when you misspell words. So let's move on. So next steps. Congratulations on making your awesome game. Cool. But now comes the best bit. You have the skills to build a game of your own design. Below are some ideas. What if a user makes an inappropriate choice like dog, or doesn't enter anything at all, or just enter some random characters for that case? How can we extend the function to handle that? So if that's an actual question, what I would do is either ask the user to enter input again, which is actually the best choice. Tell them that their input is invalid and ask them to enter input again. Or you could also just tell them that that's an error and finish the game there, and tell them that because they didn't enter a valid input, the game finishes or something. I don't know. Question 2. What if players in the game could also choose rope in this game? What does it mean by that? Oh, so if you had something else as well? So I guess scissors would cut it. I don't know what it would do to paper or rock, but yeah. I guess you could add other things as well, and then you would just have to add more checking in the form of else ifs and elses and ifs and other things like that. In this version, if both players make the same choice, the game returns a tie. What if the game didn't end there, but instead asked both players for new choices? So you could, instead of return the result is a tie, you could return something else and then check if this returns that something else. So example, return 1, and if we do something like this, if this equals 1, then ask the users again. So you could put all of this in a new function, such as, I don't know, starting, which would be a function. Starting equals function, and it doesn't take anything, so you would have it like that. And then where does it end? It ends there. And you could have that as a function on its own, and here you call it by doing that. And then if this function returns 1, then you call the other function again, for example. I mean, this probably won't work, but that's what you could do. So why not put the skills you've learned in this project to make your own game? So I will let you guys do that at home. So let's actually see if this works. I don't think it will. Oh, it actually did work. No, but I entered rock, and the computer also entered rock, and something went wrong. But yeah, you guys can experiment at home. If you get into any problems with this, such as syntax error or some other errors, feel free to ask me. Send me a screenshot or something of your code, and I will see what I can do with that. I will try to help you and solve the problem if you wanted to be a bit more creative and extend the game. But if you are going to do that, tell me what your aim is so that I know what to be looking out for. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, dislike if you didn't like the video, and tell me what you didn't like about the video. So, goodbye.